So I know I'm a little late on this, but recently Nickelodeon made not one but two new original Nickelodeon shows. One named The Patrick Star Show. The other one, I can't remember the name of it, but I might remember later. But yeah, before I start this video, like type of content, if you like, share, comment, be sure to sub. I usually make basketball content, but every once in a while I might make this type of content. I might make baseball content, hockey content, diverse content. If you like that diverse content, share, like, share, comment, be sure. But what I'm just gonna talk about is really, I'm not gonna try to spoil each show. I'm really just gonna talk about kind of the overall premise, what I think the show, my first impressions at least of the show, and where I think the show should, or each show should go from here. So starting out with the Patrick Star Show, the basic premise of the show is that Patrick has his own show, his like YouTube thing. I don't know. It's like a podcast or web show, or I don't know, but it's hosted by his little sister, or not hosted, but kind of put together by it. But basically, he lives with his family, his mom, dad, of course, little sister, and also his grandpa for some reason. And yeah, it mainly focuses on what they do on a normal day-to-day basis, not really the show. The show's just more of Patrick having a show is more of a side thing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is off topic, but I'm pretty sure that, Patrick had like different looking parents and an older sister in the show. I just found out like an hour ago, like this is supposed to take place when Patrick's like, I don't know, a kid, or not a kid, but it's supposed to take place like earlier. That's why he doesn't live under a rock and stuff like that. That's why he lives with his parents. The main thing we're really going to talk about is the pros and the cons to this show, or really the pros and the cons. There's one big pro and one big con. The biggest con of this show is the fact that it's kind of all over the place, and that it's also like weird. Like it get very weird at times to the point where it's like not really disturbing, but it can, you know what I'm saying, it can definitely get, a tad bit. There are, a few times where it get a little disturbing. With the show being all over the place, I feel like that's a pro and a con, because the con of it is that, the show really doesn't have a lot of substance, and I feel like a lot of people, not me, but I feel like a lot of other people don't like shows with just, like wacky, all over the place humor, and I feel like, with it also being a spin-off show to one of the most popular shows ever, I feel like people are gonna hate it regardless. There's probably people who did Patrick Star reviews before the show even had a sneak peek. Yeah, I feel like it's just gonna be split down the middle with how it's run. People are either gonna hate it or like it. I'm more so in the middle. I'm leaning more towards the show like on the good side rather than the bad side. But the pros of this show is that, again, the show is all over the place, but it can also get, very entertaining, and it also has a pretty solid pacing. That's kind of underrated feature with a lot of shows nowadays, is the fact, to entertain somebody for 20 minutes. As much as Apple and Onion is an eye show, it could get kind of boring and has a very slow pace. So also another pro of this show is that whoever made this show did a pretty good job of surrounding Patrick with a solid supporting cast. I feel like his family members and, like Squidward, some of the other recurring characters, I feel like, they did a good job with balancing Patrick's stupidness. His family's kind of stupid, but they don't, out stupid. I don't know why I'm saying stupid so much. It kind of sounds cringe, but yeah, the show's honestly it's not too bad. It's not great though. I'd say it's a alright little show. You know what I'm saying? I give it probably like a 6.5, maybe 7 out of 10. And of course, the second show we got, I still don't remember the name. I think it's something like Middle something. I can't remember, but it follows a cloud, sailor dude, and a seal, I believe. And I guess they deliver mail. Sounds like a very simple plot, kind of is. But the show again is alright. It's another alright show. I don't have too much to say about it without spoiling. I feel like it did a good job setting up, the characters, how they gel together. Also, the supporting cast, all that type of stuff, the villains. In my opinion, I honestly think the Patrick Star Show is better. But this show ain't bad. It's an alright show, new show. It's nothing insane. It's not bad. It's not great. It's honestly, I would probably say that this is probably a 7 out of 10, and Patrick Star Show is also probably a 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10. But again, I hope this show doesn't try to focus more on the storyline. I hope it just focuses on, trying to make entertaining episodes. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At least in my opinion, I don't watch TV, to do storylines. I watch TV, you know what I'm saying, to just, be entertained episode via episode. I mean, it could have an overarching storyline, but I don't want, the episodes to be a part of another episode or set up another episode. It's gonna be interesting moving forward. It's a very simple plot. However, they executed it pretty nicely. Episode 1. But yeah, that's gonna do this video. And yeah, I'm out.